Welcome to my video about collaborative transport in Zurich and on how the approaches used there could be applied in Sydney. This video was produced in the context of the subject Sustainable Urban Development at the University of Technology in Sydney. The city of Zurich is located in the northeast of Switzerland. In Switzerland there are usually three levels of government: the federal state, the cantons, which are similar to the Australian states, and the municipalities. The city of Zurich is located in the canton of Zurich. Several neighboring councils belong to the metropolitan area of Zurich. All the levels of government are having strong ties between one another and collaborate in many fields. The cantons are responsible for regional and local public transport, while the local municipalities and the federal state play a subordinated role. After World War II, Zurich grew rapidly. This led to a massive suburbanization, which also led to a huge increase of the number of cars and to traffic congestions. Zurich also faced the problem of a lack of collaboration between different levels and departments of the government. Many Swiss cities faced such problems in these days. Traffic planners all around Switzerland tried to solve these problems. Their preferred approach was to make city centers better accessible for cars. But these projects faced massive opposition amongst residents, so the planners were forced to look for other solutions. These were to strengthen public transport and regional collaboration. Both got support from politics and the people. Therefore, two organizations were founded, which I both want to introduce to you. The Regional Planning Union of Zurich and its suburbs, short RZU, brings several councils around Zurich together, but doesn't involve the whole canton, as you can see on the picture on the right-hand side. It is controlled by the councils, but it works separately. It is not directly involved in policy making. Later on, I will tell you why this fact is important. RZU is responsible for coordinating all the different practitioners involved in urban development planning. For example, RZU initiated a park and ride concept in Zurich. The Zurich Transport Consortium SUD governs the public transport system of the canton of Zurich. It is operating as a holding company but fully owned by the canton. It gets financed by the canton and the municipalities. Later on you will see how the financing works exactly. SUD owns 8 sub-consortiums, as you can see on the picture on the right-hand side. They either are the actual transport operators or own the actual transport operating companies. Basically, there are 5 different actors who have serious influence on the public transport system of Zurich: the federal state, the canton, the RZU, the SUD and the transport operators. Each actor got a different role to play in this system, as you can see on this table. The financing works as follows. SUD funds the transport operators so they can offer the transport services, but the revenues from the ticketing go back to SUD. Because the prices to use public transport should be as affordable as possible, this system makes a loss. To avoid that, the canton funds SUD with taxpayers' money. Let's take a step back now. What the canton wants to achieve with the support for public transport is a more sustainable modal split. A modal split that is more resilient against stresses and shocks as well. Not only public transportation gets supported, but also pedestrian and bicycle traffic, and, as already mentioned, park and ride stations. This leads to a decrease of the number of cars in the city. As you can see on the graph, in Zurich the share already started decreasing. So that's something the Greater Sydney area could learn from Zurich. But what else could Sydney learn from Zurich? Which approaches used in Zurich could be applied in Sydney? First of all, probably not every issue should be treated at the same level. In Zurich, it has proven its worth to govern public transport on a state level, while the urban development gets planned on a smaller scope. Second, it would be worth thinking about creating a formal distance between planning and policy-making actors, as the example of the RZU showed. But why? Well, this would underline the objectivity of planning actors, what would increase people's trust in these institutions. As a result, government institutions could function better. Thanks for watching this video. More detailed information can be found on the website.